I wrote music for myself, and he wrote music for himself, and then we were both like, let's do it together, you know? And we lived 2 feet away from each other, so we did. And it was so not at all like let's do this so we can go get famous, you know, let's do this so we can go make money. No, hell no. We just did it because we wanted to do it, and because we had, you know, we wanted to do it. There's no other reason. And it wasn't like we had a studio to do it in. It wasn't like we had all the equipment. We just were like, we can figure this out with what we have. And this tiny little computer and this tiny little mic, you know? And it's like, we still use the same stuff that we used then. Everybody asks now, it's like, how does it feel having like done this in a little bedroom and now you're in the big studio? I'm like, what big studio? The fuck? I'm like, huh? Never. Still work in my brother's tiny ass room in my house with my mom and my dad.
We still is just, you know, what's the point of adding people when we're doing exactly what we need to be doing with just each other, you know? Everything. The writing, the recording, the producing and the working and everything. It's just like, it's just this kind of balance of I don't know, just perfect everything. I don't know. It just always works, I feel like. It just always is raw by the end. My brother and I just have this connection that's like nobody else has.
I already have something that's working. Like, why change that? I feel like it's like sessions with other people you don't know and whatever. They you know, if that's your thing, like whatever, that's cool. Like, I have nothing against them. It's just like I feel like going into a room for hours, like planning ahead to go into a room 4 hours with someone that you first of all have never met, don't know anything about, don't even know what they like or if they like you or if you're gonna vibe or whatever. And it's like writing a song with someone like that, like writing in general is so like personal, and if you're not comfortable with the person, you're not going to be comfortable writing with them, and then you're going to come out with a half-assed song that doesn't mean anything to you, and then you're going to not release it, and then it'll be a waste of a whole day. The people are fine, it's whatever, it's not my thing. But the thing is that I really love sessions with artists that I really, like, that inspire me, and, like, those are really important to me, like, working with people that I really vibe with on a musical level and a personal level. That's really, really, really fun. Because, like, you can create the coolest stuff with people that you like. I'd say that working with my brother is, like, when I feel like that. You know, when I actually am like, this is what I want, you know, this is, like, what I'm happy doing. And, like, working with him, because he's such a genius with writing. It just is, like, it's like walking for him. It's insane. I don't understand. What the hell? I don't know how. I really don't. Because, like, songwriting is, like, I really have to try to write a good song or something that I'm proud of. And I definitely have. But for him, it's just, like, he's just a writer. And my mom is a writer. And my brother's a lot like my mom. I'm a lot like my dad. So, I don't know. They're both geniuses. I think the thing that influenced me was that he wrote music. Like, you know, because my big brother wrote music, and I was like, oh, I want to do that, you know? And, like, my mom taught us both actually how to write songs, but, you know, he's, like, my older brother, and I always thought what he did was cooler, so I wanted to do it, too. Like, he got a phone first, he got the girlfriend and stuff. Finneas' band was actually, like, really good. I just was so, like, envious and jealous, so I just never noticed. But, no, since then, it's just been, like, that's, like, my best friend, and we just do everything, like, together, so.
Growing up, I actually thought I was a terrible songwriter just because he was so good that I was like, oh, I must be terrible if he's that good. Like, I must be. And he would literally tell me that I was so good at singing that he thought that he was bad at singing. So we both had these, like, opposite strengths, we felt like. That was how it started, and it's how it's kept going. Yeah, we write together. He produces all of it. We started writing together in, like, 2015, and that was just because both of us wrote music, and we both loved it, and we were like, you know, we live together. Why don't we just do this? That's my best friend, no matter what we're doing. You know, no matter if it's, like, we're working, we're at home, we're, you know, whatever, in some airport terminal for 7 hours, you know what I'm saying? He's my best friend. I have nothing else to say. He's, like, the best songwriter in the whole world. I don't even care. If he wasn't my brother, if I didn't even know him in real life, if he just was somebody in the world, I'd be like, best songwriter in the world, for real. And the best brother in the world. We write everything together. He produces all my stuff. We play together, tour together, you know. And, like, my mom and dad are both here on tour with me, and that's, like, our whole family. I don't know. We're best friends, so that's our relationship. We just get along really well, so it's, like, I mean, it is our job, and it is, like, what we have to do, but it's also, like, I think we enjoy it.
I mean, we fight every 2 seconds. Okay, first of all, I can't take arguments seriously. Like, I just laugh through them. And if I do try to be serious, it's fake. I'm just doing it to look like I'm actually taking it seriously. The thing is, like, me and Finneas, like, we've always been close. And I don't know why, really. We never had a moment where we were, like, suddenly really close. We were just always, like, we always got along. And of course we like fight and we argue because you can't really have a sibling without doing that. And like, I don't know how people are like, yeah, me and my sibling get along perfectly. Or it's like, oh, I mean, I don't even talk to them. They suck. I hate them. I feel like it's just so freeing. And to just hate your siblings is so sad. We are 4 years apart, but we go through a lot of the same things and we like feel a lot of the same things. And even the stuff that I'm going through, he's either been through or is going through. So it's like, we just kind of have the same mindset and just think similarly about stuff and like agree on a lot, which I think is really cool. And I think he's hilarious, which is part of it. So like we just like joke a lot.
I'm open, you know, and me and my brother working together works right now, and we have a lot of fun doing it, and we're both in places where we can do that and where we're happy doing that and where that's what we want to do, and that's what, you know, we come out with the best stuff because of and shit. And so it's like I don't have any feelings of needing to change that, but like if one day it's not right for both of us, I'm not going to be like, no, we have to stick to it because I said so. You know, I'm never going to like stop myself from changing and stop my brother especially from changing. If he wants to go and do whatever, he can. And if I want to stop and go whatever, then I should be able to, you know? I'm not saying I'm going to, but I don't like closing doors, you know? I like keeping them all open and just like, if I want to do that, I'll do that. If I don't, I won't, you know?
He produces for tons of people. Like, he writes with a lot of artists. He's produced a lot of songs with other people that are out and are not out. And like with me and him, like I don't have any desire to not work with him, and I don't have like a thing that's like I can never work with anyone else. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like him and I would I think agree on that, which is like that we're not closed minded to any ideas or any of the future, because like I don't want to be, you know? And the thing is, like, him and I make music that we really like making, so why change that? You know, I love working with him. Like, it's so good, so like why would I not? You know? But then if one day like we both go our separate ways and like don't like aren't really as into it anymore, then that's fine, you know? And I don't welcome it, but I'm like, I don't, you know what I'm starting to say? Like, I don't know. But I love him. He's my best friend, so I have no desire to not work with him.